Hey everyone, so today, as you can see by the title, we're going to be doing some more Vape Train flavors. I have quite a few of them total. I have mixed replay. I'm going to be doing some more Vape Train flavors. I was watching Jay Hayes before this, so that's why the sound is on. I'm usually always muted on this computer because I pretty much only film and game on this computer. I don't really watch videos, but when I was going to go live, I saw that Jay was live. So anyway, I've only mixed about half of the Vape Train I have, if that, and then I have more coming from Bull City Vapors, or Bull City Flavor. I always call them BCV because that's what their original name was. Anyway, I already have the flavors lined up. I was going to start mixing them, and then Jay went off, like he was done or whatever. So the ones that I pulled to mixed are Sugarloaf Pinapple, Honey Pomelo, which is like a grapefruitish type thing, English Toffee, Vanilla Buttercream Icing or Frosting, Turkish Delight, which I don't even know what that is, Shisha Raspberry, and JamIt. JamIt I think I'm going to add to the Shisha Raspberry because it's more of like an additive than like a flavor itself. And then the Lemonade Solo. So that's what I pulled aside to mix today. And I already have these flavors pulled up in ELR to see kind of like where I need to mix them at, even though ELR is usually not a whole lot of help. So we're going to just start with the first one that came up was Turkish Delight. Says that it's 15%, but only one person mixed it. That's really, really high. So yeah, we're not doing that. No way, no how. I'm going to cross-check it with all the flavors. All the flavors seems to be a little bit more accurate. But it is kind of a unknown flavor. Not many people use it, at least not here. So in all the flavors, it's very different. The average recipe, or the average use in a recipe, is 1.35, which is quite different from 15%. So I think that's more along the lines of where I would mix it at. But it is in a recipe. So yeah, I guess it has rose in it. Like a sugar rose candy from the description on here. Anyway, so it's between 1% and 3% overall. So I think I might do 2. I just don't want to mix too low because I feel like before I was mixing way too low for them. See what this says for Sugarloaf. Sugarloaf is pineapple. It's, from what I remember, a kind of cooked pineapple. I'm going based upon people that have mixed it, not from like the website itself. So the Sugarloaf Pineapple is 2%. I might just mix these all at 2% because I think that's generally like the average, just to see how it does. But the problem with that is if it's too strong, then it's kind of a pain in the ass to alter. So I might just do 1. And then if we have to increase it to 2, then we will. I think that's what we're going to do instead of going by one by one. Vape Train so far has been pretty consistent as far as the strength of their flavors. So I think we might be okay. I guess we'll find out. Plus, just for mixing purposes, it's easier if it's all the same percentage. I don't have to keep plugging them into ELR. Okay. So Whatever. Okay, so 1%. You're funny, Vape Ross Vape. Hello, Demon Mixer. James. Cobra Fire. Anyway, this past week was pretty rough. Not going to go into super detail because I don't want to get depressing. I'm sure y'all didn't come for that. But work is just getting worse. A lot of stuff going on. I don't know. I don't even know where to begin with that. It's just nonstop bad news. So it's been very tense at work, to say the least. So if I'm a little out of it, which I don't really feel that out of it today, I definitely did during the week, but the antithesis, is that the right word? Of the BS happened midweek. I think it was Wednesday. No. Actually, my week started out pretty crappy when I came into work, which was Tuesday. I took Monday off. But yeah, it started off bad and then it got okay. Like it wasn't good, but it was okay. Anyway, I haven't done anything with the phlebotomy thing. I don't know that I'm going to. It was kind of just something to try. I don't know if I'll ever do anything with it, to be honest. I'm still doing the job I was doing before. It's not really a phone job. It's called procurement. Basically, I order stuff all day. At least I was. But we found out that the company is laying off the entire department, with the exception of me and 2 other people, which you would think, oh, that's good. Not necessarily. The way things are going, I almost wish I was one of the other people, because they had options of like to leave and whatnot, and I don't have those same options. I mean, yeah, of course I can leave, but their options to leave are a little bit better than mine. And quite frankly, I would have just left. So, yeah, I still work for them. The company just, in general, is just not doing very well. But yeah, like I said, even though I'm not in the group, it still sucks because number one, like what I just said, and number two, like everyone I work with, especially everyone that I'm seated around, they have to look for other things. So they did give them a notice, so it's like at the end of the year. So I guess it's kind of good, but I don't know. It's just a lot of stuff I don't really want to get into, just in case, off chance anyone from the place watches this, which I don't really advertise that I do this for that reason. I don't really want them watching my stuff. But just in case, I don't really want to put that all out there and have more things to deal with, because quite frankly, I'm kind of at my limit. Anyway, yeah, pretty much. Well, actually, that happened last year, but they didn't get a notice, so we'll just say that. Actually, it happened to a couple people last year. I am doing single flavor testing. I haven't used any of these flavors before, so that's where we're starting. Anyway, so I don't want to talk about that anymore. I got to deal with that crap all week, and I have to go back tomorrow, so I just want to let you guys know why I might be at some points irritable, more so than usual, that kind of thing, or depressed, whatever. There's just a lot going on at work. I wanted to get the new Wonder flavors from both City Vapor flavor, but they don't have them yet. So I put in an order yesterday for them. There's like 12 flavors, something like that. Only a couple sound pretty interesting to me. The other ones kind of just like, eh. There was a couple that looked very interesting. Can't remember them now, of course. I haven't bought any new equipment lately, and I don't really plan to. Just in case y'all were wondering. One thing I was kind of looking at was the Halloween version of the Drop Dead, just because I really like the color scheme or whatever. But considering the issues at work, I kind of need to pull back my spending just in case. It was ironic because, like I said, Tuesday is when my days or my work week started. And my favorite hoodie, which is my Monster hoodie, the zipper broke. Like the actual pull tab, like that you can make it zip up and down, actually came off. So I don't even know if I can fix that without replacing the entire zipper. That's how my week started with that. It was just ironic. And then it was just more bad news from there. But I did also, ironically, order like 3 hoodies the day prior because I knew I was low on hoodies, and it's getting to be that time of year. Actually, it kind of is like on and off that time of year already. And I really wanted like some good hoodies. Like I really wanted an Adidas hoodie. And that's like where watching YouTube is really dangerous, because I watch like, you know, I was going to say girly stuff that's kind of sexist, but like not style, but there's a couple style channels I watch and like beauty channels and things like that. And this one girl, she does like clothing hauls, and she did like a Adidas haul, and I really liked, you know, the hoodies that she had. And I never had an Adidas hoodie, so I figured I would grab one. So I got an Adidas hoodie, a Vans hoodie, and then some other brand that I've never heard of. They were supposed to be here yesterday. Of course, they didn't show up, and now Tuesday is when they're supposed to be here. So that's about like the excitement of my week. It's not even happened yet. But they look pretty nice. And I got them, I mean, they were pretty expensive because like they're name brand, but they're cheaper than they would have been full retail. No top side. No, I'm not a squonker. Like the only reason I'd use a squonker is if I'm traveling, and quite frankly, with the state of everything and then my car on top of it, don't think I'm gonna be traveling anytime soon. So it's just not a priority right now. And again, trying to limit my money and my spending just in case stuff goes down. I'm kind of preparing for the worst because quite frankly, that's what's been happening. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that. But I definitely would get a top side if I needed a squonker. I just don't. Like I have a G box and I've literally never used it. It's still brand new in the thing. Because I was using Addy Toonies because he let me borrow it for the Detroit trip. And I had no complaints. I mean, it worked fine. It's just, it's bulky. And it's kind of a pain in the ass to clean. And well, it's not even a pain in the ass. It's just more time than like a dripper to me. Drippers are just so easy to change. Like if you want a different flavor, it's so easy to change, and Squonker is just not. And it's less fiddly, less things I have to deal with. I'm almost done mixing these up. Nothing happened to my car. It's just old. It's like 1,000 miles, 101,000 miles. It's just getting old. It's got this weird thing, and I've looked it up online, and it's like a tire sensor issue. It'll go off like after I drive so many miles, even though there's really nothing wrong with my tires. They just go off. It's just, I don't know. It's just weird stuff that I wouldn't want to drive distances with. Getting to be that time where I need to replace it. But at least the engine's newer, because I don't know if you guys were here with that whole catastrophe. Blue, you want to say hi? Yeah? Come here. Come here. Come here. Ugh. Here's the kitten. Just getting big. She's been getting big. How you doing? She's funny too, because she comes like a dog. Like you go, and she'll come running. You stink though. What were you doing? Huh? Just figure she was over here so she'd say hi. Had a scare with her as well, which I already talked about. I know I talked about that. That was terrifying. For as long as I thought that she left the house while they were replacing the windows. Because the people that were doing them left the door open. And the windows were completely open. But no, she was hiding somewhere. Anyway, what was I talking about? Yeah, she's a Maine Coon, so she should be getting pretty big. Because they don't stop growing for like between 2 and 4 years. And she's not even a year old. But yeah, she's mostly fur. Like she has a lot of fur, and it's like it's a very strange texture. Like she's extremely soft, like softest cat I've ever, or anyone that's touched her has touched. But her fur, because she's a Maine Coon, and I guess they're like water resistant. I'm guessing because they're an outdoor cat. Like if you get her wet, it just kind of rolls off of her like a Windex type situation. It's very odd. But yeah, she has like a lot of very thick fur. So the actual cat underneath isn't as big as what she looks. She just has a lot of fur. And it's a very thick, dense fur. But she's still pretty big as far as like her body. She's just... I'm trying not to get her fat. Because Momo was a bit thick. But I don't know. Like I've always fed Momo like one of the best foods on the market. So I don't really know where I went wrong there. And I was hoping Momo and her would play, but Momo doesn't really do that. So Blue just pretty much has to entertain herself, which she does, thankfully, but I was hoping they'd play together and kind of keep each other active. Anyway, my car. So I had to get the engine replaced because short along of that story is they put a part on it called a harmonic balancer, and apparently something went wrong and it screwed up my engine. So the auto place had to replace it. And it wasn't a brand new engine that they replaced it with, but it was pretty significantly newer. The only issue is like age isn't necessarily an indication of, you know, the quality of the engine, like how well it was maintained. So in theory, it should last longer, but you know, with my previous engine, like I always got the oil changes on it. It's like pretty much the only car that I was really consistent with oil changes. And who knows how the previous original owner treated this engine, but it was a good 40,000 miles less than the original one. Very expensive, in case you were wondering about that. Because we did get it's really weird the way that the insurance works. Even though the insurance went through the auto place, the insurance people reached out to me and they sent me a check for the damage. Not only that, they kept asking me which auto shop I was going to. It's like, you insure them. Like, shouldn't you know, like, who they are? Like, it was the weirdest thing to me. But yeah, I got the check for the amount. I don't even remember what it is now. I want to say it was like, God, 5,000? I could be wrong about that, though. That seems a lot. Maybe 2,000. I don't even remember. This was like many months ago. I think the beginning of last year. So it was still snowing. I don't know. Anyway, I'm almost done with these. I do need to get more hot water though, because this water is not hot anymore. And then we'll start testing them. Whoa, the scale just freaked out a little bit. Engines last longer than sheet metal. I don't know what that means. I'm guessing they last longer than the rest of the cars, what that means. I don't know. It's a Ford Focus, so I don't imagine they have that long of a life expectancy. But the good thing, one good thing about where I work is it's very close. So I don't have to commute very far. And then I do work a couple days from home now. So basically the wear on my car now is limited. I think the bulk of the damage or wear on the car happened when I was delivering. Does that wreck your car? Okay, lid. Are you going to go on or what? Okay, I know you're right size. Why aren't you going on? There you go. All right, so I'm going to make this water hot again. I'll be right back, and then we'll start testing these. I can't put anybody in charge because no one else is here. Mama, you're in charge. She's on the bed. Where's the mute button? All right, I'm back. So do I do webcams? I don't know what that means. I'm guessing no. Started using this new shampoo. I don't think I like it at all. I did move my monitor and things, so I don't know if that's what you're referring to. Everything's kind of whatever. Anyway, so we're gonna start with the Sugarloaf, I think. I try to do them. My hair just, it just looks greasy, and I don't like that at all. At all. Anyway, so Sugarloaf, and then Turkish Delight was next. And then what did we mix after that? I think the Buttercream Frosting. I try to do them in the order that I mix them to ensure that they've been sitting at least for a little bit. I don't know how much of a difference it really makes, but I don't know. Weird. Vanilla Buttercream Frosting. Is there any equipment or devices or atomizers that you guys have seen that look interesting? I don't really keep up with stuff like that. Like really the only vape shows I watch anymore are Jay's, because I don't know, number one, I think he's funny, and number two, I do like the drama. Not gonna lie. So he's pretty much all I watch as far as vape stuff. Unless I'm buying something, then I'll look at reviews of it. But typically I just don't. As I said before, it just makes you want to spend money that I don't need to be spending. So yeah. BTFC. Yeah, I already have that one. This is the Drama RDA. This is what I call the Drama RDA. So yeah, I still have that. I have that one. The only reason I got that one is because Graham kept talking about it, and it was on sale where I was already buying something. So I figured I might as well grab it. I really don't need any more RDAs, but I figure I'd just give it a shot. Convergent RDA. Never heard of it. Oh my God. So I tried Kanako soy because I bought some Japanese stuff. And it was like a Kanako soy mochi thing. It was really odd. But the Kanako soy was actually good. It's the first time I've actually tried it in real life. Because, you know, Flavora has their Kanako soy flavoring. Right here. I rebottled it because it was in some packaging that wasn't great. Which I liked the flavoring, so I figured I would like the actual thing. And I do. But the actual mochi itself was not good. It came with like this soybean sugar glaze thing. I don't know. It was really weird. And then like the mochi itself, I've never had this type of mochi. I don't know if it's supposed to be that way, but it was like a gel. Like it came in a pouch, and it was just completely like it wasn't so solid at all. Like the mochi that I'm used to having is like the little balls. And It's like a gelatinous ball, like not an actual gel. Like it was very weird texturally, flavor-wise. I think it was the paste, whatever black soybean paste thing that was. I think that's what ruined it, but no me gusta. He is interesting, but seems very cult-like. A confidence scam. I mean, teach their own. I think that can be said for any major personality, whether it be YouTube or otherwise. All right, so we're going to try this Sugarloaf. She got one of my tops. She really likes the bottles or the little nipples. Pretty much anything that rolls, but mainly those things for whatever reason. Oh, what are you going to do now? Now she has to go all the way around. At least she's getting smarter, because I was kind of worried for a minute. She was doing real stupid crap. I think it was just because she's a kitten, though. Like a typical kitten. I don't think Momo was a typical kitten. Like, she was playful, but not like Blue. Anyway. I don't know. I'm guessing most of you guys don't like drama. I do. I'm not gonna lie. Whether it's in the beauty community, the vape community, I find it entertaining to watch. I don't like to be in it, but I'll watch it. Oh, that's one thing I hate about when you clean RDAs and then the O-rings get all swollen. You can't get the damn thing down. I don't know if there's a way to prevent that outside of like taking the O-rings off every time you wash it. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, I get it. A lot of people, well, I won't say a lot. There are people that have issues with that, but I mean, it is what it is. Like, you don't have to pay it. I mean, people pay for a lot of stupid shit. I mean, a lot of people have Patreons these days, let's be honest. It gets to a point where you reach a certain popularity level where you just can't pay attention to everyone. All right, so Sugarloaf. So I don't know that I get cooked pineapple from this. This is only at 1%. I don't remember who said it was cooked pineapple. It's good though. It tastes more of like a, maybe they said canned. Because I definitely could see a canned pineapple. Because it's not as like, it's not as raw. I don't know. It's hard to describe. It's definitely, like the closest thing I could think of to compare it to would be Inawera's pineapple, which is my favorite pineapple, by the way. It's very good though. Hey ST, what's up? I mean, Patreon is what it is. I think Patreon stemmed from the fact that YouTube and the apocalypse and people that were making money off stuff weren't making it anymore. So I'll tell you firsthand, I don't really make money. Like, yeah, some of my videos are monetized. That was kind of it's kind of an experiment that didn't go very well. But I can tell you firsthand that like random videos won't get monetized for whatever reason. It might be swearing, who knows? Because I try not to swear as much, but I mean, I'm not going to change everything about who I am just for a video. It's just not happening. I don't really care about it. But if this is your job, and this is what you're doing for your main source of income, and then all of a sudden you're not making any money anymore, like that's a problem. Because some people do this as their job. And when you spend a lot of time doing videos and whatnot, like I don't really, but you know, editing and all that kind of stuff, it takes a lot of time. You know, you should get paid for it. I know some people don't agree, but you should get paid for it. Yeah, I told ST, I'm like, you have the weirdest videos. Like he'll just like reshare like this random ass video. Like I think it was him who had like the weird kid, the really skinny weird kid that was like always like singing and dancing and stuff. I'm pretty sure that was him. And just like really oddball stuff. But yeah, I think that's where the Patreon thing came from. And like I said, it's not like you have to do it. It's just like if you do want certain perks or whatever, then I mean, he does do giveaways. He does this. He does a forum. I don't know. Like I said, to each their own. I like him. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't sure at first because he's kind of rough. I guess I don't know a different way to describe it. But who knows? Sometimes you think you know a person, you don't. I think we found that out recently. Yeah, I don't know, VRV. Like I said, to each their own. I'm not going to defend it. It's a great thing about the internet. It's pretty much completely choice. You choose to watch a video, you choose to follow someone, you choose to support someone. So far, it's not forced upon you. Hopefully the internet stays free domain, but imagine at some point it probably won't. Blue is still playing with that cap. All right, so this next one is Turkish Delights. Now this, I think, is like a rose candy or something I've never had before. Probably not going to be most people's cup of tea. So it is a confection-based gel of starch and sugar that can come in a variety of flavors. Most often are rosewater, mastic, whatever that is, bergamot, or lemon. So I'm guessing this one's rose because I've seen a couple of notes saying as such. I don't really get much when I taste it. It just tastes sweet. But keep in mind, we did all of these at 1%. So actually it was 1.25 because I kept doing 0.6% on accident instead of 0.5. So it did bump it up a little bit. But I'm not getting much when I taste it, which is probably indicative that it's not going to be very flavorful when vaped. don't get much of anything. Thank you, Vapor Ross Vape. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't really get anything at all. So we're going to bump it up to, I think, 2%. This is the one I think that said 15% somewhere. I'm not going that high, but I am not getting anything at 1.25. It's a good substitute for rum. I don't know if there is one. Yeah, it's definitely rose. I can smell it from the pack, the actual flavoring. So let's see. 8.3. Probably one more drop. We're just going to start with one drop more and then go from there. Because rose, a lot of people hate vaping rose. Somebody puked from vaping rose. I don't remember who it was. I want to say it was Slasha? Or no, it might have been Concrete that puked from rose. So you kind of really have to be mindful of it. It gets pretty gnarly very easily. But I personally don't mind it if it's done right. It's just most e-juices don't. Okay, I'm getting a little bit of something now. Still not much. It's just like sweet, slightly floral. The vapor itself smells really nice, though. I think we're going to do one more drop, and we're going to call it a day. I don't want to go too high with this. I'm definitely thinking 2% is the starting point. Because if I have to mix it that high, then again, I don't know. I don't know if I'm getting less sensitive as time goes on. I still don't really know what's going on with my, what do they call that? Olfactory? I'm probably going to have to use a different RDA for, probably should have done this one last because it's floral. Florals do tend to hang out. Oh, that definitely smells stronger now. That's the problem with roses. It can go old lady real quick. Oh, that's why, because I used the wrong cap. There we go. Make it a little bit better. Hello, sub vapes. All right. All right, so I'm definitely getting flavor now. Tastes like a rose candy. Not as sharp as like the TFA rose candy if you've had it. It's a little bit more smooth. I would say a little bit maybe sweeter without having that EM, because like the TFA rose candy, I think it's just straight up EM and rose. This might have a different sweetener in it. I'm not entirely sure. But for this one, you definitely have to like florals. Like there are some like introductory florals that even a non-floral liker may like. This is definitely not one of them. It's heavy on the rose. Like it's not subtle. Even at like basically at low percentages, you don't get anything So by the time you can taste the rose, it's pretty upfront. I like it. I don't know how much I'll use it. But it definitely tastes like rose. Wow, a year of steeping. I can't guarantee how good it is. I've never had it steeped that long because I usually vape through it if I mix it. You have to let me know how it is, just out of curiosity. So that was Turkish Delight by Vape Train. Like I said, it's good. It's definitely rose, but it's pretty much just like a sweet rose something. So I'm guessing if you've had Turkish Delights, like the rose version, you'd probably like it. But I can see it definitely not being a wildly liked item, at least not for Americans. All right, so the next one we're going to do is the vanilla buttercream frosting. I think I'm going to use the solo from here out. I was using the icon before, but it's got the rose in it now, so I don't want it to taint any of the other flavors. Might even just need to change the coil out on that one. Especially rose. Rose likes to hang out. Hi. You want to say hi to Fresh? Come here. Up. Up, up. Come on, you can do it. She usually jumps in my lap, but this is for Fresh. We already showed you before, but Fresh is here, so you got to say hi again. And say hi. Say hi. Hi. She said it really low. I felt a little furriness on my leg. It was her. Anyway, I don't remember what I was saying. It's probably nothing important. Yeah, she's getting big. For sure. Just bigger and bigger. She eats a lot. But I guess that's good, right? I'm almost sleeping. I still don't really know what Blue's sleep schedule is. I think she just kind of crashes when she's spent because she's usually running around doing stuff. Momo tends to be on a similar sleep schedule as me, but mainly she just sleeps, especially these days. All right, vanilla buttercream frosting. I think this is the one that Emily says is really good, but I keep mixing it up with something else, so I'm not sure if it's this one or the other one. But yeah, I want her to be big. I'm fine with it. Little mini mountain lion is fine with me. Now this is only at 1%, so I don't know if we'll need to bump it. We'll find out. I didn't have to bump the pineapple. I think the pineapple was fine at the 1%. It's a very good pineapple. Leilani, I think you were gone. I don't know if you've tried the Sugarloaf Pineapple. It's really good, though. So if you don't have a pineapple that you're in love with, you might want to check it out. I think it's definitely worth having. I don't like most pineapples. Like a lot of people like the Capella Golden Pineapple. I don't like that one. Flavor Arts Pineapple is horrific. TFA's pineapple is okay, but it's more of a pineapple candy. Real Flavors Pineapple is decent, but it doesn't mix well with other brands. or really with anything. So yeah, the Inaware pineapple was my go-to, but I don't know, that Sugarloaf, if it mixes well with other things, it might be a contender. Frozen pineapple yogurt by Vape Train. I haven't gotten that one, no. No, the scariest thing that Blue does is she'll wake me up by putting her face right against mine and just going, meow. Like she has like no sense of like personal space. Like she just right up in the face, just nose to nose, meow. I was like, girl, I was sleeping. It's usually because she's probably hungry. But that is a little bit jarring. Because I'm a pretty light sleeper, and then having that go on. I mean, it's cute, don't get me wrong, but it's a little scary when you wake up to it. All right, so drop solo, we're going to be mixing or trying the vanilla buttercream frosting. 1% or, yeah, 1%. I don't think is... I think it might be a little bit too light. So far, I'm getting kind of a watered down canned frosting. But I will say, of the frostings I've had, this is definitely one of the more authentic ones. So a lot of times the frosting, it smells really good. They're not quite as authentic as I would like them to be. They're a little bit too thin, more of like an icing than a frosting. Yeah, I think this is just too light. So I'm going to bump it up a little bit. We're just going to do it drop by drop. So at this point, I know what that equates to percentage-wise. And it's just easier to do it that way. What did I do with it, though? It smells fantastic. If I can get it to where it vapes the way it smells, it'd be quite nice. I don't think I have Wonder Flavors Buttercream. I have their, what is it? I have one of their creams. It's like a vanilla cream, though. It's better than that one. I'll say that. I don't know if we're talking about the same flavor, though. Because that one was the one I thought Emily was talking about initially, and I bought it from BCF. And she said it wasn't. Let me see what it is. I will say overall, I do like Wonder Flavors, though. There's only been a couple ones that I didn't really care for. I still need to try that damn hibiscus candy. I keep forgetting. Buttercream Frosting Super Con. It says I have it, but I don't think I do. Or maybe I just haven't tried it yet. Yeah, Vanilla Cream Extra is the one I had. And I tried that. It's good, but it's not the same. Frosting is a little thicker. Icing is more of like a glaze. Like if you think of like a cookie, like a gingerbread cookie or something like that, where it's got that really thin glaze to it. And then the frosting is like a cake where it's thick. It's got body to it. It's hard to do body like in a vape because there's really no texture per se, but some flavors do have texture. I don't know how they do it, but it happens. Like basically it just means it's a little bit more full. Oh, I need to turn this up. I forgot I changed. Coil on this is way lower than the other one. Could be part of the issue too. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I'm more of a whipped cream frosting type person. I'm not huge on buttercream in real life. It's spot on though, buttercream. That's good. Yeah, that's real nice. Probably should be writing these percentages down. I guess I'll write it on the bottle for now. I was doing well with that. Like I had a little notebook, but I don't even know where it is. It is sweet, but I mean buttercream is, so. Bear that in mind. But yeah, it's nice. And that's just off the shaking vape. I don't know if it'll get better in time or thicker or richer. But it's right off the go pretty rich. Yeah, I definitely like a one shot. I don't even know how you broach the subject though. I'm not a business person by any means. I just don't even know how you like initiate that. Probably should look into that. I do know quite a few people that have one shots. Speaking of which, Jen Jarvis has one shots. Pretty sure Jen has them as well. I know she had her own company for a minute, but I don't think she's doing that anymore. I know for sure Jen Jarvis has one shots on Chefs, and I think ECX as well. Jen just made a lavender macaroon that looked really good. I haven't gotten around to mixing it yet, though. I don't really know any companies. Like, they don't really know me personally. As you know, Fresh, I don't really talk to many people, which is part of my downfall. And I'm not good at selling myself, which is why I hate interviews. I don't like icing. I can only do whipped cream icing. Yeah, for sure. Like anytime I make a cake, which I haven't made a cake in years, I'll do like a, where you actually get the cream and you whip it and you add a little bit of sugar to it. So it's like a light frosting instead of that thick. I'm not a fan of buttercream. Like chocolate I can do all day. But as far as buttercream frosting, I'm not a huge fan of it in real life, but in a vape, I think it could be nice. Add some fruits to it to lighten it up, which is another thing I like. And like cakes, unless it's a chocolate cake, I pretty much like fruit-based cakes, like a cheesecake with strawberries. Really nice. I'm gonna stop talking about food. Dawn, yeah, I haven't talked to her in a minute. Honey Pomelo. The only other Pomelo I've had is Purelum's. Pretty sure it's Purelum. And it was good. It's like a grapefruit type thing. I've actually had a Pomelo in real life. I found it, I think it was at an Asian market. It was good, but it's very similar to a grapefruit. So if you like grapefruit, you probably like a Pomelo. Pomelo. The rind is really thick, though. It's really weird. Ugh. 1% might be too high. Very soapy. Ugh. No. No. I don't know if it's the honey, because honeys can be very floral. It reminds me, like there's a cough drop essence to it, which might be the honey in it. But it's soapy. Ugh, I don't like that one at all. Yeah, Asian market. I don't know how else to explain it. They sell Asian food. Because where I live, like you go to a regular grocer, they're not going to have a whole lot. Like we have like a little, like half an aisle like half of one side of an aisle of like Asian food. But if you want like the real, like obscure type stuff, you have to specifically go to an Asian market. We do have a couple here, one of which I frequent on an occasion, mainly because they have like these dumplings I really like. They're the vegetable dumpling, like gyoza. It's really good. But yeah, I don't know why they were at an Asian market. I don't know if they're Asian, but it was there. But yeah, the honey pomelo, no. Maybe at some point I'll mix it lower, but no. No. Yeah, I don't. I don't know if we have Mexican markets. I live in Cleveland, Ohio, where it's not extremely diverse. I'm sure if I dug, maybe, but I have never seen one. But we do have a couple Asian markets, and they're decent. We're not really heavily Asian in Ohio, where I live. All right, we're gonna do English toffee. We have 2 more left, and then if we decide to do the JamIt, then we'll do that. But yeah, that honey pomelo. I think that's the first one from Vape Train I just really don't like. At least as it stands now. I wonder if anybody put notes on ELR or anything from it. I do like some Mexican food. I haven't had a whole lot. Like, I obviously love tacos, nachos. Burritos are okay. I'm not a huge fan of beans. All right, so on ELR it says 1.5 to 8%. Single flavor 6%. Ugh. Jay-Z says, at 6%, this tastes like dish soap with a noticeable undertone of citrus. It's as disgusting as it sounds. Okay, so I'm not the only person that got soap from it, okay? Another person said 6%. It was a wonderful flavor. Had many elements of citrus in one. I don't get that. Leilani just copied and pasted pretty much, I think, from Vape Train what it's supposed to be. Doesn't look like she's actually tasted it yet. And then that's about it as far as notes on here. But yeah, so I'm not the only person getting soap, so I guess that's a good thing, maybe. Chimichanga. I don't know that I've had one. I don't eat meat anymore, so that kind of limits new stuff I could try, I would imagine. Because when I make tacos, I have to make them differently. Luckily, though, tacos do translate pretty well vegetarian. Not so much vegan. If you had to go vegan, I don't know, because I don't really like vegan cheese or sour cream, because I put sour cream and cheese on my tacos. That would, I don't think, be good. But I guess it depends on if you like those things. Vegan cheese, there's like some okay ones, but they're still not cheese. I don't know if I could go full vegan. I've thought about it, and it's just, I don't know. All right, English toffee. It's got to be better than pomelo, right? Yeah, better than pomelo. It's very buttery, sweet. Very buttery. Trying to think if it actually tastes like a toffee that I've had, because depending on like where you live, like candies can taste different. Like UK chocolate is a little different than our chocolate. It's actually better. And these are based out of Australia, so you have to keep in mind that like their toffee might be different. It's buttery, it's sweet, it's almost like a very buttery caramel or caramel. So you definitely need to like buttery vapes. I think this would be good in a popcorn if there was any good popcorn bases out there. From what I've heard, not really. But it would make a really good like caramel popcorn. Maybe add some nuts to it for like an English toffee with nuts in it. I don't really know. It's very sweet, almost bordering too sweet. But I mean, it's an English toffee. It's supposed to be sweet. It's good, though. I think it'd be really good in an ice cream. Maybe even a cookie. It's good, though. I think I'm going to do a tobacco with this. I think my dad would like it because he really likes like the sweet tobaccos, it seems. That's really good. Yeah, I know they do fresh, but a lot of people said that it's not very good. So I guess it depends on if you like that flavor. I don't think I've tried it yet. There's so many things I have to try. I think maybe the next, because I'm trying to do these like single flavor testing things like as like a brand, so it's a little bit more consistent. Maybe the next one I can do is Flavora. I'm trying not to do too many Flavoras back to back because I have like pretty much their whole line, so I could do like Flavora for like months. And I don't really want to do that because I don't imagine you guys would like that. I think it would kind of get maybe boring or redundant for you guys. But I do have pretty much every flavor from Flavora. So if there are specific flavors from them that you would like me to go over, let me know in the comments. And we'll check them out. Hello, O. Yeah, actually, kettle corn might work from TFA. I think it's TFA. I like their kettle corn. The only thing that I would worry about is the kettle corn from TFA is already a little sweet. So adding the English toffee might be overkill. But maybe at a half of what I used, it might work. But that would be my only worry for that, is it might be too sweet because the English toffee is sweet. But that little bit of saltiness in the kettle corn, I think it has a little salt in it. It's been a while since I've had that flavor, but I do remember I liked it. It might actually work with the toffee. Anyone try ice pineapple VT? No, I haven't, but I don't know. I don't think you were here when I tried the Sugarloaf, which is another pineapple they have. It's really good. So if the iced pineapple is anything like the Sugarloaf, I would definitely say it was good. I don't really like menthol or icy vapes of any sort, so I would not try it unless it was sent to me. Momo, you want to say hi? Momo, you want to say hi? She says, no, I'm grooming. All right, so we're going to do lemonade. We're going to do Shisha raspberry last. I have 2 more to go. I'm going to try to wrap this around 2. We'll see if that happens. Yeah, Momo, she's still going through her mood swings ever since the kitten. Like sometimes she'll be all lovey-dovey and kind of like normal. Other times she's just really bitchy, like a, I don't know. I know it's like a change for her. She's always been used to me giving her the primary, you know, attention just for her. And it's hard I don't know how people with kids do it. I was thinking about that the other day. Like, it's already hard enough to like give equal attention to cats. I could just imagine a child. All right, lemonade. I haven't tried any Vape Train strawberries. I don't even know if I have any. Only because like I tend to, like, if I'm buying Vape Train, like a lot of these were sent, like Leilani sent me a lot of the ones that we tried today. Like, here's the JamIt. See, like, her lovely photography. I love her labels. They're so cute. So she sends me a lot of them. I'd say probably half of them. The other ones I bought from either Bull City or Chef's. If I'm buying them, I tend to go for either ones that sound different or ones that are highly recommended. And I already have so many strawberries, and I haven't really heard anything specifically like toting their strawberries, so I just haven't bought any. This lemonade's good. It's more like a lemon drop to me than like a lemonade. Kind of similar to Loran's lemonade. A little bit more tart though. Or not tart, sour. Or maybe both. It's good though. That's tasty. Very, very tasty. I did 1% on that, and 1% would be fine for me. You guys might have to double that, but it's good. Very, very nice. I've been having issues tasting lemon. Kind of interested to see if I get like the lemon muting I get from other lemons. Because I love lemon. It's one of my favorite things to vape. But after like a bottle or so, I start not being able to taste it. I don't know if it's just like the fading that people get, or if it's just my palate getting over it, because I have the same issue with watermelon for whatever reason. I'll stop tasting watermelon, which is unfortunate because it's also one of the things I like. One thing I have noticed, knock on wood, I've been vaping the Flavora Acai tea pretty predominantly for like the last month or so, only because I don't tend to get the issues I get with other flavors, like where I don't taste them anymore. And it's a very non-offensive flavor. Like, it's not overpowering. It's really just mild and nice. I haven't had any issues tasting it. So far, I haven't gotten any fading or not being able to taste it. All right, so this last one we're going to do is the Shisha Raspberry. What the mess. Yeah, Leilani is a very good artist, whether it be actual handwriting or just digital construction of things. She has a very good eye for that stuff. Like a lot of our thumbnails. Yeah. I can't do thumbnails. That's why you don't see them really. I don't know if like I could, I don't know. I don't even know if I have any programs I need to mess with it more. I need to get good at it though. I don't imagine it would be hard. I did do one course in college, like digital design or whatever, but it was more of like textbook design, like do this way. We didn't really have a lot of artistic liberty to do whatever we wanted with it. All right, so Shisha Raspberry. The lemonade was Lemonade Solo. That one was also from Leilani. Her nice little lemons. I'm glad she sent that to me because I probably wouldn't have bought it myself. So this raspberry, one of the better raspberries I've tried. I think it's a little strong for me, even at 1%, but it tastes like those raspberry candies like that old people have. Like, it looks like a strawberry. I always thought they were strawberry as a kid, but even though they didn't taste anything like it, which is part of the reason I didn't like them. I'm like, these don't taste like strawberry. But like the little raspberry candies, like it has like the foil. I don't know. I'm sure you guys probably know what I'm talking about. It tastes like those. My screen is backwards. I don't know because I cover up my camera. I don't like watching myself. I think it's awkward. See, it looks right to me. I don't know. I don't know if you're talking about. Yeah, the green and red Rappler. Yeah. But yeah, the Shisha raspberry is good if you're looking for a candied raspberry. Because like I don't like the TFA raspberries at all, especially the sweet raspberry that everyone raves about. I think it tastes disgusting. The only raspberry I like is Innoware's raspberry is good, and Flavora's raspberries are good. But this is definitely more candied than those. And it's very strong at 1%, like very upfront, bordering too much. Like for me, I would back it down probably 1/4% at least. Very bold though. It's nice though. And like the lemon that's still kind of on the wick actually is nice in there. Like lemon does bump up certain fruits. And they definitely work well together. It'd probably be good together as like a lemon, raspberry lemonade type situation. I definitely have to lower the raspberry. All right, so I'm going to add JamIt to it. I'm just going to add 1 drop first. See if it jams it up. And Mix and Vixens will be on tonight as it is every Sunday at 6 p.m. So in 4 hours. So check us out. It's going to be our chit chat show. So if like the recipe development shows aren't really your thing and you just want to kind of have a hangout show, that tonight would be a good thing to watch. We do have a special guest lined up. Hopefully she makes it. Let's see if she did check in last week to make sure it was this week. So hopefully she'll be on. Yeah, for sure fresh. I'm going to try to get at least one female guest on every chit chat show. We tried last month. It didn't work out. It was short notice, though. It was only like a couple days beforehand, so I kind of figured it might not work. This month, we tried to do it a little bit better. And at some point, we might have males on there as well. It's not like we're sexist or anything. It's just there's already so many male-dominant shows out there that we just want to do something a little different and highlight the females in the community. So that one little drop of JamIt definitely changed it. It took away a little bit of the candiedness of it. Still getting a lot of that lemon, though. That lemon's hanging out. Which isn't a bad thing. I'm going to add one more drop of JamIt just to see what happens. But yeah, if you're a female mixer out there or just a female vapor, it doesn't have to be mixers, and you want to come on and hang out with us one Sunday just for an hour, let me know. I might be able to have you pop on. You don't even have to have a YouTube channel or anything necessarily. It's really not necessarily a vape show at that point. We're just kind of chatting. Yeah, so far these vape trains have been solid. The only one I didn't really care for was that honey pomelo. That was rough. ELR says 0.1 to 4% in recipes. Didn't have very high ratings at all. 2.5 stars. Tastes a bit odd. Tastes a bit like an odd take on a mango by itself, but will make fruits more like jams at 1 to 2%. Not a whole lot of notes, just more so copy and pasting of like the description of it on ELR anyway. Let's see what all the flavors says, if they say anything. Sometimes these more obscure flavors are not in here. Blueberry jam, JamIt. Okay, it's in here. It's in a lot more recipes than ELR, it looks like. Notes. No notes. There's not a whole lot of information about what people think about it. So far, I don't know. Maybe it needs to sit. I'm not really sure. I doubt Head and Clouds would come on, to be honest. And there's speculation of whether it's a... I think somebody said it was a male. So I'm pretty sure the flavor art guy, when that whole drama was going on, slipped and said he. I don't know. It's always been kind of like a people guessing. I don't know. But they seem to be very secretive or kind of not really... I just have a feeling they wouldn't come on. But yeah, the JamIt, it definitely changed the way the Shisha is. It made it, like I said, less candied. I don't know if it necessarily turned it into a jam, though. I'm still getting that damn lemon. Might just have to change the look out. So maybe the lemon's just an inherent note in it. I don't know. It made it a little darker, like less bright. Not in like a bad way, just, it's, like I said, not as candied. That's about as best as of a description I can give it at this point. But I'm going to put a new wick in here just because the lemon is still coming through quite a lot. But yeah, Head and Clouds has been around forever. They were one of the few people that when I first started mixing, which was a long time ago, were around. Them and who else was there? There was like one other person that was kind of While Smoky Blue was around. Who else? Bust a nut. I don't know who that is. Y'all have to remember, I stay in pretty small circles. Which, you know, I'm trying to expand, but I don't know a whole lot of people. Yeah, for sure, Vaporous Vape. Problem is like I said, it's very male dominated. And it's not just because they're getting all like the credit or the spotlight. It's just there's a lot more of them. So just in nature or by nature, whatever, you're going to see a lot more of them around. All right, one more go with this JamIt, and then I think I'm going to wrap it. Get a little overloaded with all these different flavors. All right, so the lemon note finally is gone. I don't know what this JamIt is really doing besides making it a little darker, a little less candied. It's okay. I'd have to mess with it more, mix it with other fruits to see what it does to them. I don't say it's bad. I just don't really know exactly what it's doing. Yeah, I don't know. It's all right. All right, so of the ones we mixed, I really like the lemonade, solo, and the sugarloaf. Those are really good. The English toffee is also really nice, as well as the vanilla buttercream frosting. Those are both very sweet though, so depending on how you feel about that, may not like it. Turkish Delight I like, it's okay. I do see, or I could see a lot of people not liking it because it is a heavy rose flavor. It's a little smoother than other rose flavorings I've tried. My go-to rose probably would be Flavor Arts Rose if you're just looking for straight up rose. But this is a good sweetened, like candied rose flavor. I think it's better than the TFA rose candy. I think I've tried one other rose. Might have been Inawera's. Oh, Wild Rose by Inawera is disgusting. It's very like straight up rose perfume. It's not good at all. It's supposed to be like a tobacco or something. I don't get any tobacco from it. It just gets straight up rose. So yeah, it's about my extent of rose because I don't really use it that often. It's not something I would go out on my way to vape in general. I think the only reason I bought a couple versions is because Allison Vapeland makes a rose lychee flavor. I forget what it's called. Yeah, I don't remember. I think it's the 11th Rose, something like that. It's pretty good, but I know Fresh would hate it because it's lychee and rose, so probably would not like it, and it's definitely for someone that likes florals, but I don't know. You have any questions or anything before I bounce out of here? I think I'm getting through these vape trains. I think there's only a couple ones I haven't tried yet, which is good. I haven't tried Vape Train Rice. That was one I was going to do, but I had to kind of pick which ones I wanted to do more so than others. Rhubarb, I don't think I've tried, or why is Cupcake World in here? I don't know why that's in there. Vape Train Watermelon is not good. I'm pretty sure that was one I did not like at all. There's only been a couple, like I said, that I don't really care for. Bakery Spice was another I didn't care for. It's too clove and anise heavy. Golden syrup, I'm not sure about. It's like a maple syrup type thing. Here's a Vape Train rhubarb. I think that one was okay. If I even tried it, I don't honestly know if I did or not. Because I know there was a couple rhubarbs. I just was like, I'm over rhubarb. I'm not using it anymore. Sweet musk, I haven't tried yet. Chocolate base, I have not tried yet. Creme brulee, I don't think I've tried either. Bourbon, I think I have. I got a lot of the alcoholic ones that I haven't really messed with too much. Russian vodka. Biscuit base is really nice. It's a nice spiced cookie. I've used it recently in a mixture for the Mix and Vixen show. Vape Train cheesecake is pretty good. Sorbet base, I'm not sure about. Shisha lime is good. Persian lime is good. Black tea is weird. I didn't really care for that one. Brandy, I don't think I've tried yet. Shisha mango, I don't know if I've tried yet. I might have. This is why I should write this stuff down. Devon cream, I think I've tried, but in mixes, not by itself. Pudding base, again, in things. I don't think I've tried it by itself. That one I think it needs a long steep, though. So yeah, it looks like I've gotten through a lot of these. VTA sweet honey is good. It's a nice honey. Vape Train toffee ice cream, I don't think I've tried yet. I think I tried it in a couple mixes, but not by itself. Avocado cream, I don't think I've tried. And mandarin, I don't think I've tried. So I've gotten through most of them. Banana custard, I don't remember if I tried by itself. It was good in stuff, though. Why are you so awesome? I don't know. Blame my dad. Alright, I probably should like write down the ones I haven't done yet. So yeah, that's Vape Train. Like I said, pretty solid overall. There's only been a couple I didn't really care for, and the honey pomelo is probably the worst I've tried from them. That it made me have a face. That one was no bueno, but the other ones are solid. So yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. Like I said, check out Mix and Vixens at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully we'll have our special lady guest tonight. I already said who it is. I don't want to repeat it just in case for whatever reason she can't make it. It'd be like false advertising. So yeah, check that out. If you have any questions, think of questions you want us to answer. It doesn't have to be vape related. It can be personal. If it's too personal, we'll just tell you that and not answer it. But yeah, have some like questions for us. It'd be nice to have those for the show. Otherwise, we'll just get off on tangents, which is fine. But you know, these chit chat shows are kind of just ways for you guys to get to know us a little bit better. And it's just a day to relax, not have to have a recipe in hand. It also gives our judges a little bit more time to mix and really become antiquated with our mixes before they have to judge or review or however you want to put that. So yeah, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you for watching. Bye.